2022 is an awesome year for the Nissan Pathfinder because it got a complete redesign. In fact, the last time it did get its previous redesign was 2013. So by 2022, the older generation Pathfinder is getting a little bit long in the tooth, so it was well overdue for a ground-up redesign. And Nissan delivered. In fact, we work at Infiniti. We're Infiniti of Tacoma at Fife, and Infiniti is Nissan's luxury division. So we also have our QX60, which is basically like a luxury version of the Pathfinder. It's Infiniti's version of the Pathfinder. They're similar in a lot of ways, but there's also differences. But this beautiful Platinum, which is one of the range-topping, most loaded versions of the Pathfinder, it's eerily close to our QX60. And you do have to pay a little bit of a premium for the Infiniti QX60 over the Pathfinder. So I guess, if you're looking for some value, you don't need to have a luxury brand. Check out the Pathfinder Platinum if you're comparing it to maybe a QX60. Some people like to drive luxury brands, they like the bling, but if you're not all about that, then the Pathfinder Platinum might be a great product for you. This particular example is a one-owner clean Carfax vehicle, only 6,489 miles. Complete redesign. They did keep some good aspects. One good aspect about the Pathfinder was the amazing VQ35 engine. The 3.5 liter V6 is a fantastic award-winning engine. They kept that, but the one thing that they did drop, which we had customers kind of complain about, in fact, I think we did lose a teeny bit of business, maybe a little bit more than a teeny bit of a business, over the CVT transmission. CVT transmissions are great for efficiency. They offer an almost unlimited amount of gear ratios. They're pretty cool technology, but when it actually comes to driving enjoyment, people like the way traditional transmissions feel generally better than CVTs. CVTs, when you drive, they'll just stay at 1 RPM and you'll slowly gain speed. Or a traditional transmission, you can feel the engine change gears and stuff like that. That's what we're accustomed to. So for 2022, they dropped the CVT, and now we have a 9-speed automatic transmission. Great transmission. It pairs really nicely with that engine. And yeah, I think you'll definitely be happy with it. If you weren't crazy about the CVT, this is definitely a welcome change. The Platinum is pretty much loaded with almost every available option you can get. You have this beautiful perforated leather interior. We have a big panoramic sunroof, power sunshade to dim things down. It also opens. You can also see that we have the roof rail crossbars for the roof rack. Then we have a terrain management selector here. So we have a tow. This is a sport driving mode, eco. We have auto. We have snow mode. We have mud and rut, and we have sand. So the terrain management system drive mode selector will make changes to the transmission shift points, probably traction control settings, things like that, steering effort. I think it might also make changes to the all-wheel drive. I'm not 100% sure on that, I'll have to check. So other features, we have dual zone auto climate control as well as rear climate control, heated and cooled front seats. We also have a new infotainment system. The other one had a kind of a small, more of a squarish screen, where this is kind of a little bit more contemporary, what we see in most vehicles now. Latest in infotainment technology. We have a nice crisp rear parking camera, nice HD display, definitely much better resolution than the previous one. And then we also have a new gear selector along with the transmission. Before, the old one had just a regular transmission, where this one is a little bit different. You push it forward for reverse, you have drive and manual mode, you have neutral, and then you hit that button right there to put it in park. We have a nice leather wrap steering wheel with a flat bottom. We have the controls for our driver's assistance systems. We have blind spot warning, lane departure warning, forward collision warning. We also have adaptive cruise control, and we have the ProPilot assist with stop and go, which is great. I was actually driving this a few days ago, and the steering assist is great. So basically, it's going to want you to keep your hand on the wheel, but on the highway, when you have the steering assist and the adaptive cruise control going, this basically what we call level 2 autonomy. The vehicle is braking and accelerating in its own lane, and it's steering in its own lane. Generally the ProPilot assist, the steering assist, things like that, it's mainly used for the highway. Generally you have to be at speeds over 40 miles an hour to engage those things, but I can tell you, when you're driving in stop and go traffic, doing those long highway slogs, having the vehicle just handling the steering on the highway and the stopping and going, it really takes a big mental workload off of you. Mind you, you need to pay attention and keep your hand on the wheel, but the car is doing the work for you. You're supervising. Analog, well, the actual analog gauges are gone. You can have analog type gauges, I guess, for this completely digital screen here. You can also kind of configure it and kind of pick and choose what information you want to show up in the center part of the screen. This one also has a great sounding Bose audio system. We have a heated steering wheel. It's kind of cold right now. It's dropping below 40, so that heated steering wheel and the heated seats is very nice. Of course, we're going to have memory seats. Dimension-wise, the Pathfinder is a little bit taller, a little bit wider, and just a teeny bit shorter than the previous generation. I still think it actually translates, even though it's a teeny bit shorter because it's a little bit taller and a little bit wider, it definitely feels like it has more interior space, a little bit more volume on the interior. Plenty of space in the second row. They slide back and forth. They recline. Someone who's 6'2" like me has plenty of room back here. We have a rear climate control, heated up-bound seats, USB-C connectivity, traditional power outlet. We have integrated sunshades. Third row seats also have a decent amount of space as well. Of course, we have a power lift gate. We have a tow hitch on this one. This also has a cargo area protector, so this plastic stuff will protect the seat backs and the carpeted part here from getting a little bit too dirty. Nice selectable storage here. We have some great promotions going on right now. Complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this on our car hauler. We can tow it to you. So over a mobile delivery service, this beautiful Pathfinder Platinum can be all yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. Kind of like buying a vehicle from Carvana or Vroom, but instead of working with a big giant company and ordering a car on the website, you're working with a small business. You can talk to us on the phone and we can customize the buying experience to your wants and needs. Schedule the vehicle to be delivered at a convenient time for you. Answer any questions you might have. If you want any additional photos or videos of that, we can certainly do that for you. You know, customer service is a very important aspect of us, and a lot of people take advantage of our mobile delivery service. Some people just don't want to buy a car and don't want to have to go into a dealership. So it's another avenue for you to consider in your car purchasing. Of course, you can come in and visit us at Infiniti of Tacoma. Hopefully this video is informative. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you soon.